All right, welcome back. So I wanted to talk to you about a book that I'm reading called Predictably Irrational by Dan Ariely. So this book talks about decisions that we make when we are influenced by others or at times where we're in a heightened sense of emotions. So if you are upset, if you're happy, if you're sad, you may make purchase decisions that may not be the rational decisions that you should have made. They can affect how you achieve your financial goals throughout the year when you're making these types of financial decisions. So one of the points in the book was, that we are influenced by others when we go out to eat. Have you ever had a meal in mind that you wanted to eat? You wanted that steak, you wanted those mashed potatoes, but then someone else ordered before you? And then it made you change your decision on what you wanted to eat or what you wanted to drink. So that's one example of the decisions that we make when we aren't 100% rational in our decision making because you can be influenced by others. Another example is, when we're talking to a marketer about a decision, have you ever had someone show up at your front door and they're trying to get you to buy something and you had no idea that you needed this product, but because they showed up at your door, you became interested in it? So let me tell you about an example in my situation. So I had a salesman come to my door. He was talking to me about a water softener. So we scheduled an appointment with him. We had been thinking about it for a while about purchasing one for our home, but we just didn't do the research. So when the individual came to our house, he gave us his spiel, talked to us for about 2 hours. And after the presentation was over, I wanted to make a rational decision. So I told him, we think about it, me and my husband, and that we'd get back to them. His response was shocking to me because I had never had that response from a salesperson before. He sighed. He was like, when people take their time to make these decisions, they don't come back and they don't purchase the water softener. And I said, I want to make the best decision for me and my family, so we're going to consider this. It's a big financial impact on our finances. It was like $20,000, where you can go to Home Depot and get those same products for about $500 to $1,000, install them yourself, and you don't pay $20,000. He said, well, this product, I can get you one for a discount. I can get you one for half price. Well, if you could have gotten me one for half price, why didn't you present that to me initially? That made me even more hesitant to make that purchase decision. And in this book, Predictably Irrational, it talks about marketers. And one of the questions that was posed in the book group that I'm in is, why don't people trust marketers? And it's because they have their own agenda. When they're trying to sell you something, they're looking at their bottom line or the company's bottom line. They're not taking into your financial situation that you're in when they're trying to sell you that product. That's why marketers or salespeople aren't trusted. There was another situation that occurred when we were going to purchase our vehicle. I wanted a specific vehicle that I wanted to purchase. They didn't have it in stock. And I said, well, you know what? I'll wait. I'll take my time. This is one of those other big financial decisions that you want to make. Well, the guy who was selling us the car or trying to sell us the car kept presenting me with options for vehicles that I didn't want. He said, what about this color? What about that color? What about this model? It wasn't what I wanted. I pushed back on it. My husband, on the other hand, was like, well, do you want to take it into consideration? I was like, no, I know what I want. I'm going to make this financial decision the way that I want to make this financial decision, and I'm going to take my time doing it. So when you are in this type of situation, you should take a look at your goals. What did you want to purchase when you first went into the situation of buying whatever it is, a blender, a microwave, a stove? When you walk into Home Depot, when you walk into Lowe's or Sears, what is your goal when you walk into the door? If you see that sales price, was that the appliance that you wanted to get? Is there a salesperson that's saying, hey, this one's on sale, you should purchase this one instead? But if you've already done your research on the item that you wanted to select, make that rational decision and stick to it. Don't be influenced by your emotions in that situation where there's a trigger in our brain that says, oh, there's a sale. I'm going to get that item that's on sale, but it may not have been what you wanted, and it may not be the best value for your money. Now, again, this book is called Predictably Irrational. And if you read this book and you go through the chapters, it sees how your decisions are influenced by all of these outside factors. You have goals that you have set in mind, and you want to stick to those goals as you achieve the financial success and independence that you want. Now, I'm going to leave the title of the book, the name of it, and a link to it below. So definitely check it out. You will be impressed, and it could change the way you make your financial decisions. No more impulse shopping that, you buy things that you didn't want to purchase at all, that you bought those things because you were bored or because you were upset at your spouse or your significant other. You're going to read this book and you're going to make rational decisions, not irrational decisions. And you're going to predict what those salespeople or those marketers are trying to do to you when they try to gear your decision towards what they want you to purchase, because maybe they have commission that they're trying to earn. So I want you to go forward and be rational in the financial decisions that you make. Thanks for listening to me and my brief overview of the marketing tactics that are used when marketers or salespeople come to you. If you like this book, after you purchase it, let me know in the comments and let me know what you thought and how sometimes your decisions can be geared towards others when you make your purchase decisions. Like, subscribe, let me know what you think about the book in the comments, and I'll see you next time.